Hello everyone. In this tutorial we will be adding a AppBar to our application. So for the first thing we need to do is to ensure that we are in our business account. So simply click on the menu and change the account to the business account. We then need to go to our application manager because that's where we set up our applications. So simply click on the button and it will start building your application. Once the application is built, you will be presented with either a blank screen if it's a brand new application, as in this case, or you will be presented with an application that has already been built and set up by you. On your left and right hand side, you have two buttons. The first being a Lego block and the second being a button to save everything. Once you've made changes to your application, apart from adding products, etc., you have to save your application in order for any changes to take effect. The Lego block is basically your building blocks for everything. So when you click on the Lego block, it will bring up a couple of options where you can change the background color, add an app bar, rearrange your application, add products, services, featured items, new items, staff, categories, manage forms, business information, add text, and there's a whole bunch of stuff that's not here at the moment. For example, adding text statements, invoices, quotations, galleries, etc., which has been deactivated at the moment. So we'd like to add an app bar, so therefore we just simply click on the button that says app bar and it adds an app bar. So if we go back in there now, we can see that the app bar has been grayed out and we cannot select another app bar. It's going to tell us that it already exists, so therefore we cannot add it. In this application, everything that you want to do and change or add anything, you have to use something called double click, which has been around in computing for a very, very long time, and therefore I decided to use that. So if we want to change anything on our app bar, we have to simply double click on it. Then it brings up another little menu with a bunch of options where we can change the title text size, make it bold, italic, center the text, change the font, change the background color, our text color, add some elevation, make rounded corners, or change the list type. So for a start, we'll go and give it a new title. I will then add Altivision in there and say done and click OK. And as you can see, the title's been updated. And should I want to change the text size, I simply go and click on text and move the slider, and that will increase the text. Then I click done, double click again. If I want to make it bold, I can simply add bold, italics. And if I want it centered, I can just press on the centered button. Should I wish and want another font, let's take the italics off and also the bold. Should I want another font, I can simply click on there and I will have a whole bunch of fonts coming up. So for example, if I pick flavors, it gives you a nice little funky font. Should I want to change the text color, for instance, and I want it white, I can simply go and select white. Should I want to change the background color to my favorite color, black, we can simply click on it and it will change the color. Should I want to give the app bar some elevation, I can click on elevation, and as you can see now that there's a little shadow and it's lifted the app bar from the canvas. Should I want to change the font to my favorite font, I can simply go and change it. Once I'm done setting up my app bar, I can simply click the button to save it. It takes a couple of seconds and that saves your application. So every time you come back, the application will be presented to you as the last time that it was saved. Should I want to change the way my app bar looks, I can simply go and click on the type of app bar that I want, and Currently there's 2 standard and 1 modern scrollable. So if I click on modern scrollable, I now have this big AppBar, which if I scroll up gives you a different kind of feel to your application. And the default image for it will be the Altivision logo. And if you want to change that, you simply click on the camera icon and we can go and select an image. Once you've done that, the image will be uploaded and it takes a couple of seconds and it will be changed from the default to the new image. As you can see, now it's changed to our little Fassernate mascot. And as you can see the elevation clearly and nicely on the AppBar at the moment. Should you want to change it back to the original AppBar, you can simply go and change the list type again, and there we go back to our original AppBar. Should I wish to keep the other one, I'd have to go back to my list bar, and if I want to get rid of the elevation, I simply go and I can flatten the image. As you can see, now we have one, looks like one simple single image. Another little thing is if we click on there and we want rounded corners, we can simply go and add our rounded corners, which you can't see at the moment. So if I bring the elevation back, you should be able to see the nicely rounded edges at the bottom. And if you scroll up, you can see how nicely the app bar looks now. So if you want to keep that, you simply have to press the button and save. And that is it for adding an app bar. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much. Bye.